Okay then, it is unboxing time. I have a pretty good idea what this is. It's been sent by my friends at GearBest. Full disclosure, this I didn't pay for this. I have been sent it to review. I'm free to say whatever I like about it when I come to review. But this is just an unboxing. So, whoops. Best way to open this. First, what is it? It is what I thought it was. It is a Chuwi LapBook 12.3. It's a laptop. Apollo Lake N3450, frequency 2.2 gigahertz, RAM 6 gigabytes, internal storage 64 gigabytes. I don't know if you could see any of that, or if my hand was or arm was in the way. Don't know. Whatever. I could do with a knife. Look at that, prepared and everything, maybe. There are not a lot of reviews of this thing on Tinterwebs or YouTube, so my knowledge of it currently is limited. What have we got here? We have thing. I'm going to guess that this is a power supply. Well, that's a cable. Euro plug thing. I have an adapter for that, and here is the power supply. Nice, white. What does it say? Made in China. 100 to 240 volts, so that will work on an English power supply with no problem. We have this, because everyone needs a brown envelope. Yep, this is the usual warranty card, product inspection report, useful reminder, dear customers, thank you very much for purchasing our products, blah blah blah, please read the tips, blah blah. I'll read that later. Instruction, user manual. Of Polynuclear Series tablet PC. Oh, we do have some English, that's good. Okay, well, I'll read that in my own time. But it's good to have these things, you know, you might never use them, but it is good that they're there. So, box out of the way, phone bits off. Let's have a look. How do we get this out of the bag? Intel 64-bit quad core, that sounds impressive. So, that is nice and sleek. Is that metal or plastic? I don't actually know. I can't tell. If it's plastic, it's good plastic. If it's metal, it's very light metal. Can't tell. Doesn't matter. Looks good. So what have we got on the side here? We've got a USB, we've got a headphone socket, we've got, I think that's a micro SD card slot. Other side, power. Can't actually tell what that is. Oh God, well, you can't see anyway. Hey, I'm good at this. That looks like a HDMI. That is probably another USB. They might. That looks like an LED. That is probably a microphone. Yes, that's black. The other one's blue. God. That's black. I'm going to guess that's a USB 3, and that is probably a USB 2. Guessing. Black strip along the back here. Don't know what that does. M2. SS solid state drive. Don't know how easy that'll be to get off. I think I will want to stick a hard drive in that at some point when I work out how to get it off without breaking it. Shouldn't be difficult. Let's open it up and have a look. It's pretty. I'm just standing here looking at it now and sort of assessing it on a purely aesthetic level because I have no idea what it's going to be like to use. But it's pretty. That's got a bit of sort of texture to it. Some of these are quite shiny. In fact, I had one once that was when I started out like this, and I wore it smooth. I'm puzzled by this because I have used laptops before and a netbook and whatnot, and I'm used to having two buttons here for like your left and right mouse button, and this doesn't have those, so I'm going to be interested to find out what you do instead of that. Right, we've got a webcam there. I believe that's quite a low resolution thing, just for your sort of Skype and stuff like that, because you don't need mega high resolution cameras on a laptop. It is purely for, you know, you're not going out taking photographs, you're Skyping and stuff like that. That feels nice. I mean, they're not, I'm just comparing them to my PC keyboard. And the travel is obviously not as long. Obviously it can't be because this thing's so narrow, shallow, but they've got a really nice click. You know when you've pushed the button. I like that a lot. That feels really nice. I've seen other videos where people have complained about the size of the bezel on here. Personally, I don't care. I'm not at all fussed or bothered about having the screen go right to the edge. I actually think that looks kind of stylish. It's a really nice kind of, it's almost a champagne kind of coloured silver, sort of champagne aluminium colour, I guess. Aluminum if you're American. It's one of the few words the Americans came up with that we then altered instead of the other way around, but there you go. Yeah, lights here, power, caps lock, number lock. Interesting. Don't know what that or that are. Yeah, and that is all I've got to show you at the moment. There will be a full review in a few days. It will be, I mean, if you're familiar with my channel you'll know what to expect, but if you're new here, it will be not one of these super duper technical reviews with benchmarks and comparisons with other things of the same kind of price range and blah, because I don't do that. I'm not that technically minded in terms of giving a damn about statistics. It will be, what's this thing like to use as an everyday laptop, and also from the perspective of a retro gamer. So I will try things like MAME on it, and I will see what kind of native PC games will run on it that I have. I'm not going to buy anything special, but we'll see if Crysis will run on it, that kind of thing. Okay, so that is the Chuwi LapBook 12.3. I'll throw some stats up on the screen just in case you're interested. Specifications, I mean. Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, if you want to see the full review, check back in a few days. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to be kept updated. And big thank you to Tony from GearBest who sent this to me. And links down below if you're interested in buying one of these or checking it out on the GearBest website. Okay, thank you for watching.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished polishing the silverware like I asked you? Yes? Splendid. Here's 50 pence. Now, go and click the subscribe button like a good peasant.